$1 billion in revenue purely in North America in the history of this industry. Any company that's made a big run, they've never been on this fast incline as we're on right now. Okay? And they usually started to slow their momentum between 500 and 800, which is great. Okay, you know, because you can only hold a 25, 30%, right, for so long, theoretically, right? And then you can start to grow smaller, right? 10, 5, and continue to grow. Now, obviously, there's still massive opportunity. You can still make money in companies that are, you know, 40 times our size, right? Mm-hmm. But the growth rate starts to slow at some point.
You better get your share.
Now, here's what's different. I'm going to explain this to you guys and all your team tomorrow as to why our message and our marketing and our funnel, I believe, is attracting people not only within the direct sales channel, but more frequently outside because we're consumer focused. And I believe because of that message, guys, and that mesh of messaging, that allows us, in my opinion, to give us that shot at that $1 billion run rate in 2012. We'll go into more of that tomorrow. Any of you guys think that might be possible, just out of curiosity?
Come on.
So I just wanted to share that with you because that's what gets me excited, right? What gets me excited is sitting there going, dude, we can be the first company in the history of an industry to do $1 billion in revenue before we even announce our global expansion, which, trust me, guys, we're also very smart people. All that stuff is but it would be a very, very cool thing to say that we were the first and only. Are you guys with me on that one?
Heck yeah.
So that's what we're planning for. Okay? Now, if I'm even close to accurate on any of this, that means over the next, call it 12 months, our company is about to 4x. You guys follow me what I just said?
Ooh.
Over the next 12 months, our company is about to
4x.
Simple math.
Billion.
You want to talk about opportunity? I don't know if that was faint, scream, bless you. Think about this. Maybe it's just me because I like numbers and I just sit there and I go, wait, if we're doing a BMW, if we're doing 20 BMWs a day right now, what happens when we're doing 4 times the amount of revenue? When we have 67 people last month hit Ambassador and above last month, what happens when we're 4 times that revenue? Wow. If we have people that are already making $100, $120, $150,000 a month, what happens when we're 4 times that revenue? Does anybody else think about this stuff? It's insane! So I just wanted to share that with you guys on a little note of some of the things going on behind the scenes. Trust me, that is what we are playing for. Okay? As a company, that's what we're playing for. That's what we're staffing for. That's what we're hiring for. All right, you guys will hear some announcements over the next few weeks about 3 new, not 1, not 2, but 3 new executives that just came aboard our company. You're talking world-class caliber, some from multi-billion-dollar direct sale company board members that, you guys, I'm telling you, this momentum thing is not just making it easier for you out there in the field, it's making it easier for us. We're getting world-class executives calling us that want to be a part of this.
Come on.
So we're putting everything in place to make that vision a reality. Here's my closing message to you guys as leaders, okay? That's a crazy, crazy kind of momentum. Now you look at it right here. Let me ask, how many of you guys got involved in ViSalus because, you know, the financial side, right, the income side, that motivated you? That's probably all of you, because you're all regional directors and above. How many of you guys had a number? When you, maybe it wasn't when you signed up, maybe it's right now. You have a number in your head, it's an income number, and I don't need the hype, I don't need the, we're in a room of ambassadors, I want to be a gajillionaire. I want your real number, right? Everybody, how many of you guys have ever thought, even prior to ViSalus, thought of retirement before? I know it's right? Think about it, right? Have you guys ever thought and defined like what your retirement income was? And I know the longer you hang around ViSalus, the bigger that number tends to get, okay? But think about it, when you came into this company, what was that number? That number that you said, if you had this amount of cash coming in every month, you could go out there and, you know, you could live happily the rest of your life. Have any of you guys ever really put a pen to paper and thought about that number?
Yep.
What was that number?
30 grand a month.
10 grand, 50 grand, what else? 30?
Yeah.
300? I want you guys to think about this, right? Most people, when they go out there, and I know all of you guys that didn't answer, your number is lower, and that's fine. Most people's are. I mean, most people in this society right now, are you kidding me? You know what people are retiring rent? Do they even have something to retire with right now? Here's the point. Whatever your number is, most people right now are on a path out there where they're going to spend 40 years plus, 40, right? 40 hours a week for what? 40 years of their life, in hopes to one day reach that number. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, I'm not going to go into the whole fact that most people will never even reach it, even if they put in the 40, 50 years. Who knows people in that boat right now?
Come on.
Okay? But this is the path that most people are on. 40 for X amount of years to reach that mystical retirement age where they can enjoy what's left of their life, to travel, whatever they want to do.
Wow.
Do you realize that right now people, think about this, right now people are achieving that number within the ViSalus walls in a lot less than 40 years? You guys realize this?
Yeah.
What happens, I'm not even going to go to the fast, I'm not even going to go to the crazy, stories we hear. What happens if right now what happens if people signed up in ViSalus 4 years ago and just now achieving that number? Okay, 4, I mean, there's some people that maybe they're on a slower pace. Just out of curiosity, if we're helping people achieve their retirement number in 4 years, what a lot of people are spending 40 years to do, you guys catch me here? What's a day worth in ViSalus?
Ooh.
What's it worth? 1 day is worth what?
10 years.
10 days. Not 10 years.
Right,
That'd be
10
amazing.
days. Yeah.
But if we're helping people achieve in 4 years what many other people are taking 40 years, and that means a single day in ViSalus is actually replacing that person's what?
Time.
Yeah. You guys getting the gist here?
Wow. Wow.
10 days.
That's a good break.
Wait, but 4 years. How many guys are on a faster pace? Okay. What if it was 2 years? That means a single day is worth what?
Damn.
Wait a minute.
Damn,
2 years? How many guys are on a
what a
faster pace than that?
breakdown.
What if it was 1 year?
40 days.
That means a day is what?
40 days.
Is that 40? Is that right?
Yeah.
If we're helping people accelerate their path from where they're at today to where they want to be, and they're doing it in a 12-month time frame. How many of you guys, honestly, your goal to ambassador is less than 12 months? Look around the room, okay?
It was.
If we're helping people go out there and achieve their income in 1 year, we are effectively replacing 40 days, right, that they are working their current path, their current job, with every day that they're promoting the challenge. Does this make sense to you guys?
Yeah. Wow. That was a hell of a breakdown right there.
For those of you guys who are going faster, do it in 6 months. 1 of your days is worth 80 of theirs. Talk about compressing time. Here, you guys, here's my point to you, okay?
Dang, that's a stellar breakdown.
That was over the last 6 years of ViSalus. That's already happening. That's not counting the phase we're in right now and the vision that I just painted for you, what's about to happen. You add momentum into the mix, you add a growth from 250 to 500 to 1 billion to global. Do you have any idea what a day's worth of your time is worth? Guys, as leaders, if I were you, understanding what's going on behind the scenes, understanding where we're going as a company, I would be treating every single day so valuable. I would be treating every single day like it was replacing and buying back 80 days of my life. Every day that I go out there and I be productive and getting my business moving forward, think about it, I'm adding 80 days back into my life right in the future. That's the way you look at it. Jason O'Toole, I had a conversation with him, and if you guys haven't heard Jason's story, you got to hear it from him full one time. I remember when he first got started by ViSalus, he was not the Jason O'Toole Crown Ambassador making ridiculous income $1 million check.
Negative 100K.
He was him and his great girlfriend Jennifer, $100,000 in debt, and he never made it in network marketing.
Yep.
And I watched him go through where he's like, I don't know what I got to do. He's like, I'm broke, I'm in debt, I got this consulting gig where they're going to pay me $50,000 over the next 3 months. I really need the money. Smartest thing I ever heard this person talk about vision. He said, but I'm not going to take it. Not going to take a $50,000 contract when he's in debt and needs the cash. Because he looked at it, he said, those 90 days a year ago are going to be worth way more than $50,000 a year from now. Wow.
That's vision.
He saw that a year ago. I know a lot of you guys maybe aren't in situations where you even have a $50,000 option, but treat your time as such. And if you treat your time as such when you're promoting the challenge between now, at the end of this month, and then the end of this month, into where are we all going to be in October?
Atlanta.
Where are we all going to be in October?
Atlanta.
Atlanta, when we roll out 3 new products. I didn't say that. When we have a whole lot of new different news. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And then as we go into the end of this year, position yourself for the start of next year. And guys, get your piece of the $1 billion and beyond vision that we're building right here.